particular video, we will be talking about omissions. Now, omissions are nothing but just those words which people might feel are not used in a sentence, they are not required in a sentence, but in actual, when we talk on a practical basis, when we talk according to the rules, those words should not be omitted because they are required in order to complete the sentence and make it more meaningful. So here we will be talking about omissions in modals. Now, what are modals? Modals are nothing but they are just the auxiliary verbs. Those auxiliary verbs are used for, they have different meaning when they are used in a sentence. They can be used for seeking some permission. They can be used for mentioning something which is compulsory, which is necessary, or they are also used for greeting someone. It can be used for obligations, or it can be used to mention someone's duty, right? Or it can be used to mention someone's morality towards someone. So when we come to the definition of modals, the definition can be that they are the type of auxiliary verbs. They are type of auxiliary verbs which are used to represent permission. They are used to represent permission, compulsion, obligation, necessity, etc. Okay, they are the type of verbs. Now, example of such modals can be shall, might, will, must, have to be, etc. There are many more modals which can be explained over here, but I'm just introducing modals to you. If you want to learn more about modals, you can watch the other videos in which the details about every type of modal is being described and you can study the topic over there. So here we will be talking about the omissions that can be made. Omissions are just the errors actually, but let us understand through various examples, or we can say through various conditions where we can go wrong. Now, whenever we are using these type of modals, we just have to use the base of the modal without using any infinitive with them. So first is use modals as base without using infinitives with them. For example, now this statement will be unclear if I do not explain this with example, but with example we can understand what the rule actually is trying to say. So here my example can be for like I say, students might to come tomorrow early. Students might to come tomorrow early. Here the use of to is not required. I will just say students might come tomorrow early. So here my sentence is wrong. Why? Because I have to omit a word over here, and the word which is to be omitted is to. I will just say students might come tomorrow early. And this makes my sentence grammatically correct. Then another area where we can go wrong is that the first area was that you have to use modals as the base. Now next is using of may or might. Now this may or might should be used whenever you have to seek some permission or to make predictions. Seek permission means like whenever you have to ask the teacher to go somewhere, then you will always start with may and not with can, because may is more polite form, right? And for might, we are talking about the predictions. So like I say that I not attend the class tomorrow. When I say I not attend the class tomorrow, I am understanding what the sentence is actually trying to speak. But when we are talking about the grammatical errors, in that case, my sentence over here is wrong because there is an omission which I have to make. I have to add a modal over here, and that modal will be may. I will say I may not attend the class tomorrow. And this makes my sentence correct. Then another example can be Shweta arrive early. When I say Shweta arrive early, my sentence is wrong. If I used the word arrived early, then there was no need to put anything, any word, or to eliminate any word. But here I am not using arrived. I just say arrive. Again, my sentence is wrong. Why? Because I can say Shweta might arrive early. So here I am making, when I say Shweta might arrive early, here I am making a prediction that according to me, I think that she can come early. So Shweta might arrive early. This is my correct form of sentence. And when I do not use a modal over here, my sentence looks incomplete. And if a sentence is incomplete, it is meaningless. So in order to form a correct sentence, we should know that which modals we should use and how we have to use the modals. Is any infinitive required with the modal, or are the modals required to be in singular or plural form? So here we are studying about all the mistakes which people make, but along with the rules, if the people go by the rules, if the students go with the rules, there is no chance that any error or any omission can be made or any error occur in a sentence. So now let us understand more about omissions. So now the next modal which we will be talking about is will. Next modal is will. Now will is used with, when used with second or third person. Whenever will is used with second or third person, it represents two things. Either it represents a simple future tense, or will is used to represent that a person is making some kind of request. Right? Either it is used for a simple future tense or it is used for making request. Now it is very important to use the modals in order to form a correct sentence. If the modals are eliminated from the sentence, then it looks very shabby. Our sentence doesn't look perfect. So here the examples over here can be, like I will say, the train leave at 8 p.m. When I say the train leave at 8 p.m., here I do not know that this is a present tense or a past tense which I am referring to. If I say the train leaves at 8 p.m., it becomes my present tense. If I say the train left at 8 p.m., it will become my past tense. But since here I am talking that the train leave at 8 p.m., most probably I am saying that the train will leave at 8 p.m. So here if I want to tell something about future, I will say simple future tense. And if I have to form a simple future tense out of this, my sentence over here is wrong. Why? Because simple future tense will always contain will with it. I cannot see will over here. I have to find a suitable place where I can place will. The train will leave at 8 p.m. So my sentence will be the train will leave at 8 p.m. and this forms my correct sentence, and my sentence now is in simple future tense. Another example can be you lent me your sweater, please. You lent me your sweater, please. Is this sentence correct? No. I feel that my sentence is wrong. One word has been omitted from the sentence. I have to find out which is the word which is omitted. And I know that here, since there is a request, here the word will be will. I will say, will you lend me your sweater, please? When I say, will you lend me your sweater, please? Now my sentence is correct because I have my modal will over here. What I need to explain is that whenever you are using the modal will, these are the points which you need to focus on. That if you are using modal for a simple future tense, then modal will be used. And if you are making some kind of request, yes, could can also be used for making a request, but since we are talking about will, we will discuss the possible cases where will modal can be used in a sentence. So these are the examples where will can be used. So in this video, we have focused on the omissions. Omissions we know are the words which are omitted because maybe we are not clear about the English language, maybe because we are unclear about the concepts of the modals. So I have discussed the various concepts where each of the modal is used in our sentence, and what all things do we need to avoid while making use of modals, and what all points do we need to keep in mind while using modals in our sentences in order to avoid the omissions, in order to avoid the silly mistakes which students make while writing. So my suggestion to you is that you keep on practicing more, you keep on reading more, because the more you read, the better you will be in English. You'll have a better command in English. So keep learning and keep practicing.